Just got some footage here of the guys actually launching in an offshore wind. So the main thing to remember when launching in an offshore wind is that you want to spend as little time as possible actually on the beach. You just want to have your board ready to go by the side of the water, trying to keep your kite semi-low on the window. Don't let it overfly your head. That's one of the big things. You know, when it's in an offshore breeze, the breeze is going to be very up and down and erratic, so if you need to, you can always run back upwind to keep the kite in the air for a moment. But having it generally stalled and down below you will mean that it's in a place that's semi-predictable, and you always got options to let it run if you need to, or you can stall it again. Just keeping it busy. You see, he's stalled it slightly the whole time. It's sitting back on the window. So really important to do that when you're launching offshore venue. Keeping it back just a little bit helps it to pull you downwind from where you are. Also, if it gets over your head, that's when things can go pear-shaped. So right now, a little bit of a dangerous spot, but he's trying to actually get launching. I would have probably body dragged out a bit further, but he's going to have a pretty good feel for it where he is. And he's up and away. And it can be quite simple, but not always easy. Nice work. Get speed up as much as possible. We've got Cooksey going, doing the same thing now. The faster you go in shifty conditions, the more you build up your own apparent wind and control for the apparent yourself rather than relying on the true wind. Getting in the water for Cooksey. Got a little bit of weed on his bridle there. Slightly stalled. Also important to note, it's not ideal in offshore conditions to bring the kite to the edge of the window, so down over here or here. That's where things can get a bit funny. So you always want to kind of keep it up in that range and then slightly stalled back from the edge of the window. Breeze is quite nice today up there. She's gonna get going hopefully with one pump. Yep. Up he goes, got a nice bit of weed. Might have to try and get rid of, I might have to get rid of it for him. Gets his apparent wind up and off he goes. Quite nice conditions out here today. It's probably my favourite conditions in this offshore wind. Really flat water, really nice.